Show for today. The topic is health and the real estate market in Tennessee, and we're fortunate to have with us attorney KRedditt2. And Mr. Reddick, let's see if we can pick up where we left off the last time by saying something about the nature of the real estate market in Tennessee. I think you've given us an excellent overview in terms of this market, but what is happening in Tennessee with real estate at this particular point?
Yes. In Tennessee, unlike many pockets of the nation, in particular Florida, Colorado, Nevada, and California, which are markets that have been really hit hard by the recession. Tennessee, in particular Middle Tennessee, the market has remained relatively stable and has done pretty well. I mean, there has been some decline, but it has been, overall, it's been pretty well. And the market as a whole is beginning to make a comeback. You know, thanks in part to efforts of the president in the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which one part of that was the first-time home buyers tax credit, which has provided the economy with a much needed injection and has been a boon to the national economy, and which, by the way, was just extended. It expired, was set to expire November the 30th this year, but it has been extended until June the 30th, but a contract has to be in place by April the 30th, a fully executed sales contract, and it will close on June the 30th. And that has allowed, really, for a lot of people that were thinking about buying homes, but were, you know, not sure and had some reservations to really go ahead and take advantage of a tax credit, which was $8,000. If they owed taxes to the government, then say if they owed $4,000, then they would receive a check, a rebate check in the mail from the IRS for $4,000. They didn't know anything. They received the entire $8,000. Now, with the extension, it's broader, because you can have, if there's been a person that has owned a home for 5 consecutive years within an 8-year period, they qualify for $6,500. So it's given more incentive for people to go and get into the market and to go ahead and buy, because real estate fuels the national economy. You know, there are a lot of economic indicators, and unfortunately right now we still have a lag when it comes to jobs. The unemployment rate now is 10.2%, just crossed 10.2%. And that is the only thing that is keeping the economy from, keeping the real estate market from really just taking off and surging, is because right now you have record, interest rates are at record lows. There's much inventory on the market. So buyers have a lot to choose from. And when you look at all those things, and $8,000 or $6,500 in your pocket, that is great incentive to go ahead and purchase. So, but yes, but in Tennessee, the market has remained relatively stable and good, and it's good compared to the rest of the country.
And so you think that we're just about on the verge, perhaps, of a real estate surge? Do you believe that it's coming sometime soon?
Yes, I believe that it's a good chance for that. Because, you know, as I indicated earlier, with interest rates, you know, interest rates are really low, but jobs have to come back around. And once because as long as there's uncertainty as far as whether or not, you know, I'm going to go to work and I'm going to receive a pink slip, you know, how long is my job going to be? Will I be, you know, one of the first hired, first fired, you know, in a situation like that? But as long as the jobless rate and the unemployment rate is over 10%, then, you know, which is the last thing to the lagging indicator in any economic recovery, because we see the Dow Jones Industrial is over 10,400. So it has come back a long way. And pending sales and first time, you can see just so many different indicators that the market is on the way back. But we're not all the way out of the woods yet.
And so, is it true that sometimes employers sort of are reluctant to hire because they're not sure how long that hire might be, which is to say that they would hate to hire somebody today and 3 months later have to release them, and et cetera. Do you find that to be a part of the whole situation dealing with the jobs in the economy? Is that true? That's what I've heard.
I think that has a tremendous amount to do with it. Is that the employers are concerned right now. Employees are concerned. Employees that are seriously considering saying, I want to go ahead and take that step and go ahead and buy a home and purchase a home. They feel like, well, I don't know if I need to do that right now because I'll get in. Yes. Yes, but one of the things also, Dr. Haney, that is really hurting the market, and actually there are several things. There are short sales, foreclosures. Those are having a significant and a deleterious effect on the economy, because short sales.
Explain that.
Yes. Short sales are a situation where the lenders agree to accept less money than what is owed on the property. So, lenders go through a process where they go and have it appraised, and they do BPOs, which buyers price opinions, and to see whether or not, is this a good, should we make this decision? And typically in a situation like that, the buyers, the sellers would have to provide a hardship letter, which would say, you have to produce your W-2s for 2 previous years, and also what you make, and your situation, and most of the time you have to be behind in your mortgage a couple of months before they would even consider doing a short sale. But yeah, that is really having an adverse impact, because with the short sales and the foreclosures are bringing the prices down and affecting property values. Because short sales, as I said, less more than what's that's what's owed, and so it's having an adverse impact on the economy as well.
And so as soon as we turn around and get people back to work and can move away from these so-called short sales, you think that things will be much better, and the housing market can do a lot in terms of joblessness. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Jobs, Dr. Haney, is essential. Jobs are the key to a recovery. There's just no way around it.
Okay, and of course, we're ending the second segment of this show, Attorney Reddy. And of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.